All right, let's get it going. Midnight Hunt is back for a couple. Maybe today's one of the last days for Midnight Hunt on Arena, but uh, we're gonna draft it while it's here. Not that I hate alchemy sets or anything. I just feel like there's a lot of AFR. But we open an interesting pack. There's two good green cards and two good black cards. Black's obviously the superior color. Bait Hook Angler is also in the best color, which is blue. And that might be better than a lot of, well, it's better than a lot of black commons, but I don't think I would take it over Foul Play or Eaten Alive. The rare is interesting, but it's more fancy than good, right? Because it can technically save a creature from removal, but it only affects other tapped creatures and other untapped creatures. So your opponent just targets the Seraph, and then they can go ahead and kill the rest of your shit. That being said, I'm sucker for a rare. So maybe we can do, and I've wanted to do like the green-blue spells flashbacky thing. So maybe we can give it a try, even though this is objectively incorrect. I think the pick there is Eaten Alive. Wow. We could pass a crazy good pack here. It is not Sun Gold Sentinel, despite that card also being very good. A Scob Wrangler is probably the second. Well, it's one of the mythic uncommons of the set. That and Morbid Opportunist. There's also an Organ Hoarder in the pack, which is one of the 10 best cards in the set in general, maybe. Maybe not the 10 best. I don't know. It's up there with Scob Wrangler. I think I still take Scob Wrangler first over the first Organ Hoarder. Yeah, so we're going to take that Scob Wrangler. Now we get a Dreadhound and an Ecstatic Awakeners in this pack, so this is we're definitely regretting picking the Seraph. That was a mistake. Could have had a really sweet start with Eaten Alive, Dreadhound, and a Scob Wrangler, and just done the the Midnight Hunt thing of being blue-black. I do want to be able to like draft a sweet Coven deck at some point, so there's a Dawnheart Mentor in here. I'd like to be able to draft the white-blue. I think is really sweet, but it is what it is. And then we followed up with another great pick here, an Ecstatic Awakener. So it looks like black might be open. There's a Hobbling Zombie, a Rotten Reunion, a No Way Out. All of those are playable. And then there's a Falcon Abomination in here as well, which is a fantastic card. But we're going to take Ecstatic Awakener. Technically, a little bit better performing than Diregraph Horde. So I would take the first Awakener over the first Diregraph Horde, but I wouldn't take the second Awakener over the first Diregraph Horde, if that makes sense. I think just the Diregraph Horde effect is very unique, and it can just win a game. As much as Ecstatic Awakener being a 3 or a 4/4 on turn 3, draw you a card, can win a game too. But I think Ecstatic Awakener's effect is a little more subtle, and then Diregraph is just balmy. Now we get past an Eaten Alive, so that's great. Still wish I would have had a second Eaten Alive or an Eaten Alive here in a Foul Play. And then it does look like that green-blue deck might be open with a Root Coil Creeper, but we haven't really seen any like Rise the Ants, Shadow Beast sightings. Certainly haven't seen any good blue shit. Other than that second pick, Scob Wrangler versus Organ Hoarder conundrum we were put in. There's also a Siege Zombie in the pack. 2-drops are incredibly important in this format. You will die without 2-drops. Despite how the decks play out. Or, oh, wow, another Dreadhound. Holy shit. 2 Dreadhounds. So our curve is looking a little wonky here, but Dreadhounds, other than Morbid, I'd probably put that at the 3rd best uncommon. I don't know. Certainly in multiples, they just automatically win the game. But it's even one of them. If you can set up some decay tokens, you can just win, and there's nothing your opponent can do about it. Every creature that goes into a yard, they lose a life. So, yeah, just a ridiculous card. Now we got 2 of them, so we're going to play black, and then it's kind of up in the air if we do green or blue. Certainly leaning towards blue. Scob Wrangler is objectively a better card than Seraph. Here, pretty bad pack. It could take an Evolving Wilds, but this is not a really good splash format. Is Scob Wrangler splashable? Maybe. It is that good. And it gets better. It's a late game card, right? That's when you're locking down 2 of your opponent's blockers and setting up Alpha Strikes and stuff. But We'll take the Interloper because it is a 2-drop. It's aggressive. We have 2 Dreadhounds, so we could win some races. And this format, like I was saying, is actually decently fast. You need to have a board presence on turn 2, or the game can just get out of control for you. Here we see a Harvesttide Sentry, and I love me a Harvesttide Sentry. There's a Bat Whisper, which is filler, but it does work well with the Interloper. So it's tough. I would much rather lean blue than green here, just because Scott Wrangler is that much better, so we'll take it. And then we wheel a Death Bonnet Sprout. That's insane. Death Bonnet Sprout being green's second best uncommon, I think, after Rise of the Ants. Pick up that Evolving Wilds. Blood Pact is technically playable, and we're hoping we can get some an Organ Hoarder or something, so we don't have to resort to that for card advantage in blue, but it is what it is. Stormrider Spirit's filler, but we'll take it over Blade Brand. We don't have cards that work particularly well with Blade Brand other than the Bat Whisperer token. And it is a playable blue card. The pods are starting to adjust, but not quickly enough. Oh man, this is crazy. Rotten Reunion and a No Way Out. We want to pick up as many decay tokens as we can because we have Scab Wrangler, so we're going to snap that up. The pods aren't remembering this format as fast as they should be, because black-blue is open way too often on in these pods right now. There should be 5 blue decks per pod. So here it's between Blood Tithe Collector and Larder Zombie. I think it's honestly the pick is probably Larder Zombie, but I'm a sucker for a Blood Tithe Collector. I think this card is very underrated. One of the only good vampires that's good outside of the vampire deck. And we do have Interloper. We do have a Bat Whisperer. We have a bunch of decay tokens, so opponents tend not to want to block those, right? In case of a trick or something. So I think we have ways to enable this. Our curve is pretty sketchy, but there's really nothing else. It's that or a Larder Zombie, so. Oh my god, alright. Okay, so another Dreadhound. We'll take 3, and then now our curve is really fucked. So we have 3 6-drops, but we're taking it. I don't care. And we get past a pack of garbage. There were some great cards in our last pack. We had like a Dreadhound in there. There was a Fading Hope, which I would have liked. But, yeah. Literally nothing here. I'm not going to take a Drawn Yard Amalgam. I already have 2 5s and 3 6s in this damn deck. Oh my goodness. Now we get a Death Bonnet Sprout. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we are supposed to be green. Just take it. This draft is starting to go off the rails, but maybe if we... Death Bonnet Sprout and Dreadhound are kind of a cute combo. So maybe we can do some shenanigans and use green to ramp. There's really not a lot of great ramping resources. There's Dawnheart Rejuvenator, and that's about it. Like, Path to the Festival exists, but it's... Holy shit, okay. Alright, pick 5 Organ Hoarder means we're going to play blue. We have Scab Wrangler and Organ Hoarder. That's enough blue for me to force the color. And we're just going to take that. I'm going to snap that bad boy right up there. Yeah, other things to note, there's like a Voldaren Stinger in the pack, but it was a pretty crappy pack. Oh, Lunarch Veteran was in the pack. That's probably white's best common. Here we get another great pack for blue. We're going to take Nebelgast Intruder, I think. We just try to get creatures on the board, and this can kill a 2-drop. It can ambush. I do really want to flip the switch in this deck, and I wouldn't mind a Geist Wave to save Scab Wrangler either, but I think it has to be Nebelgast Intruder here. I think it's the best card, even though we really do want decay tokens. I think we have to take it because it helps protect us early game. It can like pick off a Voldaren Stinger or a 2-drop or a Siege Zombie or something that they think they can get in. Another Shadow Beast sighting, Jack-o'-lantern, and Blade Brand. I think the ship has sailed for me on green, and Blade Brand does work very well with Nebelgast Intruder. So I think we're going to take that. Opponent attacks with like a 2-3 Blade Stitch Scab or something. You can do both. Metal Gas Intruder to save the intruder, then cast Blade Brand to kill the Scobs. Here, we have no spirits other than Storm Rider Spirit. We have no Disturb stuff. So I don't think I want Shipwreck Sifters, even though this is another 4-drop. I think we take it over the second Rotten Reunion. I could take Locked in the Cemetery because all we have is 1 Eaten Alive. We should have either 2 Eaten Alives or a Foul Investigation, whatever, foul play, and an Eaten Alive. So we're really lacking in removal, and you need ways to deal with threats in this format. You have to have it. A single Scob Wrangler can kill you and win the game for your opponent. You have to have ways to deal with stuff. Scob Wrangler is technically an interaction too, though. So you have 2 ways to interact. In this format, I like to have 3 or 4. It's not as important as it is in a format like Crimson Vow, where the bombs are crazy, but the commons are crazy in this format. It can be so fast, and there's uncommons like Morbid Opportunist or Scob Wrangler that can just completely take over a game and lock you out. So, want to try to pick up a couple of more ways to interact if we can here in pack 3. Just the dregs. I might have to play this 2-drop just to protect myself or get in some early damage. Again, with 3 Dreadhounds, Blue-Black wants to be like a control deck, but it is very aggressive in this format. And I think with 3 Dreadhounds, we can set up wins out of nowhere. Last pick, Voldaren Stinger is kind of wild. This is a good pack. Holy shit. Okay. We're not going to take Curse of Leeches. So, Blade Stitch Scob versus Diregraph Horde. Technically, I should be taking Blade Stitch Scob here, especially with my curve. But I think I want that Diregraph Horde because I'm not creating a lot of zombies yet. I have 1 Organ Hoarder, 1 Rotten Reunion, Ghoulish Procession I'm really hoping not to play. So I do want that first Diregraph Horde, I think. Sad, but true. Hope to pick up some 2-drops here in this pack. And then, yeah, really sad to pass that Blade Stitch Scob, but I'm not sure if that's even a correct pick to make, considering our curve. Now I know it's definitely not. But I'm going to take the second Diregraph Horde anyway. That's crazy. Oof. I'm taking Interloper as an aggressive 2-drop. Okay, so I think that, well, the other thing is that Diregraph Hordes work really well with Dreadhound, because you get 2 tokens that die and deal 2 points of damage. So if I think what I'm going to try to do is attack them down with Interlopers, set up a Horde, go into Dreadhound, and then use that to finish off an opponent with an Alpha Strike. That's the plan. That's the goal. All right, thank you. We get a 2-drop here. This deck is missing pieces. Okay, it's missing 2-drops. And it's missing removal or interaction. We're already in pick 4, and we know that black, blue are the most contested colors. White is right after that, but I think white is underdrafted. But anyway, so it's not going to be very likely we're going to see any more removal, and that's going to be the Achilles heel of this deck, I think. We're going to face some bomb that we can't deal with, or a Scob Wrangler. Do you have some decent ways to create zombies here now, I think? So hopefully Siege Zombie gets some work in. Would like a Larder Zombie too. Alright. I should just take the 2-drop. That's okay with our Ecstatic Awakener, but it's a 2. It can trade for a 2/1, draw me a card, and help me hit my land drops and find my bombs, which is Dreadhound. Other than that, I mean, the deck has powerful cards in it. It just has an Achilles heel here, I think, in early game and in interaction. That was insane. All right, we're just gonna We're just going to go ahead and take that Midnight Ambush. That really, really helps. Probably one removal spell short of being happy with our removal package, which is my own fault because I took a Sereth or whatever that damn card is over either an Eaten Alive or a Foul Play. So it's my own fault. And then the 2-drop situation. When I had opportunities for 2-drops, took a Diagraph Horde over a Blade Stitch Scob. And now we get a Larder Zombie, so maybe, you know what? Things are looking up. Alright. So we have one more. And oh my god! Okay. Blade Stitch Scob, Wield, Called Shot, never didn't have it, always knew it would wheel. That's insane. And then we get a Rotten Reunion. You know, I might play a second. I'd probably not. I have 2 Diagraph Hordes already. So I have a lot of ways to mess with the graveyard. Although, with a Blade Stitch Scob, a Larder Zombie, a Scob Wrangler, and a Siege Zombie, I mean, decay tokens are good for us. I kind of want to try out Ghoulish Procession. Very late Shadow Beast sighting. I think Shadow Beast sighting, I mean, eccentric Farmer's the only good green common, but Shadow Beast sighting is decent if you're in the green-blue deck, and then Duel for Dominance is okay. Then if you're in the Coven deck, you can get Harvest-Tide Sentry and stuff like that. Green it's really tough for green in this set. And red, obviously. Triple Dreadhound, double Diagraph Board, Organ Porter. So, I mean, we have components here of a good deck. Missed out on like a Flip the Switch. I forget what we took over it. It was the Nebelgas Intruder. Yeah. And missed out on another removal spell, which would have been massive. And we're playing some junk like Ghoulish Procession and Shady Traveler. But maybe the Ghoulish Procession does okay in this deck because we have a lot of uses for decay tokens. I've never been really super impressed with that card, though. I mean, it's fine if it comes down on turn 2, but yuck. Alright, so it looks like Arena's going to fuck us. So it's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those drafts, you know? Oh, yeah. Turn 1, Ecstatic Awakeners. You never want to see. Just play Interloper, I think. Try to get ahead on the damage race. And then we can play Siege Zombie. Oh my god. Okay. Yep. So perfect curve, and it looks like we're going to be color screwed. Now we can just play the Shady Traveler, and at least that holds off the Scob Wrangler. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, they're stuck on 2. I mean, we are color screwed, but it is what it is. Yeah, this does not look good. They tap. Yeah, I can't swing here because they hit me back for 5 or more because they can flip their Awakener if they draw land. So we'll just play Siege Zombie. Gives me blocks. So this is awkward. Now, of course, they hit. So what they should do is, yeah, just swing with the Strangler, I guess. And then if I go to blocks, they just sack it to Awakener. I mean, they could do it now, too. It doesn't matter. I guess they could be playing around Olivia's Midnight Ambush. So they're just going to pass. Yeah. Flip it to Night, which is good for me. I'll take that. And of course we don't draw that 5th fucking land. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. So they go to tap the Predator, and then I get in for 4. Because I'm not going to be able to block the Awakener next turn. And they definitely could have something here as well. But if I'm them, I sacrifice Awakener, take my 4, put the Strangler on Predator, and then I lose my fucking Predator. Could have fucking made him discard if I would have drawn my 5th land, but it looks like we're screwed. Opponent's going to draw out here. So this is going to be a tough game to win. They're sitting on spells. They're sitting on good ones. We have, you know, a Diregraph Horde and a Wrangler in our hand. But probably just want to block here. Try to draw a land. Oh, God. Here we go. Oh, boy. Yep. Stop right at 4 here. Oh, my God. Okay. The card quality of what the opponent gets to what I get. No. Oregon. Oh, there's a land. Holy shit. Now they're at 6 cards in their hand. That's insane. I don't know what the hell to do. I mean, we're obviously swinging. We could, yeah. I don't know what to do. And I try to set something up in the air here, so we can hopefully get them low enough to Diregraph Horde at some point and kill them. So you can set up like a Scob Wrangler tap, or Diregraph Horde into Scob Wrangler tap for an alpha is, I think, our chance to win this game. And we're losing that because they are hitting their mana, and they have better cards than us. And, yeah. I mean, we're almost even on life total, and they have bigger creatures. So they'll go to taps here. Tap the 3/4. Then we play Horde now. I think we kind of have to. Oh, they didn't. Okay, this is our chance. Yeah, this is our absolute only chance here. What I could do is Scob Wrangler, Ghoulish Procession, Rotten Reunion, but I think I just need to get the Horde out. I think this is our only shot. Is for them to overextend when they have such an advantage on us. And hope they don't have removal. Yeah. I can also... Yeah, so I can tap down the 4/4 here as well. And then next turn I can Diregraph Horde. I don't think Ghoulish Procession is really going to do anything. We lose to removal anyway. This gives me tap, and then I can... Okay, so I don't need Siege Zombie and Scob Wrangler. I think Scob Wrangler is going to be better. So I can trade Siege Zombie for Organ Hoarder, and then tap down the 4/4. Alright, they're not going to give me that option. Makes sense. So now I'm going to have to take a big hit. But I don't die. So I take 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I go to 1. So I go to 1 here if they swing out. But then they die in the crackback. Yep. Actually, I mean, if they can find a way to get 3 creatures out, they can kill me. But... no, that's even if I tap. Yeah. So I go to 1. They can't kill me. But then they can just tap down my flyers and then just grind me to death. So I tap the 4. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's a way for me to win here. I think my opponent has to make a mistake. So next turn. Oh yeah, they're gonna have to make a mistake. They're tapped out. This isn't getting any better for me. So what I'm gonna have to do is just hope they make a mistake. This is a complicated board. They have the win on board next turn. believe. Because they should be getting in here. They're at 7. They could be afraid of removal. So they might not want to overextend, but I think the least you do is swing with your Organ Hoarder. And Scob Wrangler, actually. And then they don't lose any taps. So you swing with Scob Wrangler and Organ Hoarder. They didn't do anything. Okay. Yeah. So how can we steal back the win? So we'll see what they tap. I'm assuming they tap both flyers. Okay. Makes sense. Sure. They let me swing with that interloper. I mean, it's going in. It's got nothing else to do with it. It does lose me a tap, but I mean, I need the 2 damage to try to steal a win. I don't have help coming either. I was gonna say if I had a 6th land, I could top a Dreadhound or something, but none of that really matters. Pretty sure I'm dead on the crackback if the opponent sees it. So what they should do, I swing with Interloper. They block with A-Bomb. Tap Wrangler. Or tap my Diregraph Order after I play it, and then they just alpha. That's game. That's game. But we'll see if they see it. If they're passive, they could die here. They're tapping the Siege Zombie. Pre-combat. That's interesting. I mean, I still gotta swing with that Interloper. Now, if I swung out, I get them to 3, but not dead. I can get them to 2 after I play Diregraph Horde. But again, not dead. So I just have to hope they make a mistake here. And they're taking it. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. They have lethal, so they probably see it. All right. We'll see what they do. I have 2 taps. I can tap the 4/4 and the 3/4, and then they just swing for lethal. So I'm going to tap the 4/4 here. Well, I guess I tap the 4/4. It leaves me 2 blockers and a decay token. Then I can block Scob Wrangler on Organ Hoarder. Then Organ Hoarder has to bounce off the Diregraph Horde. Then I take 8, 10, 13. I take Exacxes. Take fucking Exacxes. So we tap that, yeah. Trade, bounce. 8, 10, 30. So they have it, if they swing with the team after I tap here, they have exact damage. So we are Dunsky. Them tapping might change the equation. I might be able to live now. Them doing that, okay, now I block there. I take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I take 14. Never mind. I'm still down. All right. Yeah. We didn't get there. Opponent had perfect cards, and we didn't draw a removal. Like I said, you don't got the removal in this set. I mean, if you don't have a way to interact, it's really tough. Uh-oh. Opponent might have miscalculated. They had the win on board, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm tapped out. I have one blocker. And they passed through combat. Holy shit. They had to flip the switch, obviously. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I'm swinging out. I'm swinging out. If they got it, they got it. I don't care. I think I have it here, but math is for blockers. At this point, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers, and then 4 zombie tokens get through and they're dead. They missed lethal. They straight up missed lethal. We take those. We take those. That's, yeah, that is arithmetic. That's how all that works. My goodness, I would be furious with myself. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's game. That shouldn't happen. Midnight Hunts is a hard format. It is a very hard format to play. And that board state was rough. But we got there somehow. On to the next one. All right. This is actually a decent hand. Doesn't look super color screwed. We got both colors of mana. What? Who are we? What is going on here? I think we play a Blade Stitch Scob. It's more likely to be able to get in on turn 2 for a couple damage. Lunarch Veteran, yes. So our first two opponents. First opponent played Ecstatic Awakener on turn 1, Black's best common. Second opponent played Lunarch Veteran on turn 1, White's best common. But they are white-red. White-red is not the greatest deck in this format. Here I'm just going to double spell. I'm going to swing for 2 here. If they want, just hit me with a Voldaren Stinger. They can. And if they want to pump it, they definitely can. And waste their turn 3. Next turn, I'll play a Shady Traveler. So they should swing with the Stinger first, of course. Threaten activation. Not that I actually need to threaten. I could double block, which would be the worst. Then I just 2-for-1 me for 3 mana. So take my my ping. They didn't have a follow-up. Obviously, they're holding removal for Ecstatic Awakener, but I'm not sacrificing any of these creatures. So I'm just going to swing for 2. Play a Shady Traveler here, I think. I could hold up Midnight Ambush. In response to removal, like, I don't really know or care what they're doing right now. As long as they're not doing anything, I'm happy. But probably better to just develop the board. They're just waiting for me to try to transform that Ecstatic Awakener. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction. Like, and I'm certainly not going to sack a Scob or a Wrangler to it, or a Shady Traveler. I'll wait for a Decay token. I have no problem with that. So I don't know why they're holding up their mana. Just play their 3-drop. I could force them here to activate. Kind of cheeky. But I think I'll just tap. If they want to swing with the vet, they can. They have no blockers, so I mean, I'm definitely getting in for 2 next turn, and they played nothing. That is great for me. Now my Midnight Ambush deletes, and I can play a Ghoulish Procession, because I'm sure they have removal in hand. They're still trying to hold it. Maybe they don't have a 3-drop and they're just stuck on 3. It's so weird that they wouldn't have anything here. Probably should have played Procession first to get the token, or force them to do it, but that they're going to go to 8? Holy cow. It's insane. Now they got to do it, right? Oh, yeah. Reason I didn't. There's the Moonrager's fucking slash. Oh my god. Is so I could hold up Transform. In case they tried killing something else. I'm gonna force the action here. Now we have Stalking Predator that they flipped tonight, so, you know, whatever. Probably just delete that and get in there. Now I still got a 4/4 menace, and yeah, holy shit. So I think the opponent's mistake there was still couldn't draw 5th land. Oh my god. Our opponent's mistake was trying to ambush that Ecstatic Awakener and sitting on the Moonrager's slash forever, just letting me develop my board and hit him for 2. So then we were going to get in for 4 there. We were going to get in for 7 because we had a 3/2 token. They would have gone to 2. We had no plays, though. I don't think our opponent was dead. They could have blocked and traded with the Decay token, gone to 5. They obviously had a handful of cards because they missed land drops. So I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there. Opponent was off of it, though. They tried doing something cool with white-red, but white-red isn't really a deck in this format. On the draw, I think I have to mull that. Oh my god. Okay. Thorena's gonna put a stop to us winning. Couldn't keep a hand with 3 lands, a non-blocking 2-drop, and then like 2 6-drops and a 5-drop in this one. There's just no way. Now we're just gonna get screwed on mana. Okay. That's okay. Well, opponent obviously plays one of the best Signpost Uncommons. Turn 2. No way out. Well, I know what I'm discarding. Could have discarded Gale Drifter there, actually, but fuck it. Island is helpful. Organ Hoarder might be one of the only ways we can get back into this mess. I'm not going to cast Organ Hoarder into a Flip the Switch. So if they leave up mana here, yeah, no way. If they don't play anything after this, there's no way in hell I'm playing an Organ Hoarder. I'll just play Gale Drifter and trade for the Scob if they let me. I could have played Larder Zombie there, but that doesn't do a whole lot either. This way, at least, I can trade. If I draw land, I'll play the Gale Drifter again. If they have flipped the switch mana up, I'm just not playing into that right now. Startle, sure. That sucks for me. Still have blocks with Larder Zombie, and if I draw, obviously not. All right, but they're tapped, so we can play the Organ Hoarder here. I'm so greedy. I know I need a 5th land. And I should have taken Island. Because I have shit to do in my hand, and I want to cast Diregraph Ward. But Nebelgast Intruder could set up a sweet double block or something on the Shady Traveler. So they flipped. That's not good. Well, I can delete it, I guess. And I did draw my 5th land. There we go. See? Pays to be a landlord. Now they have 6 mana up. It's kind of ridiculous. I can Olivia's Midnight Ambush and Nebelgast Intruder to flash it back today, or I can Larder Zombie and hold up Intruder. Actually, Larder Zombie, hold up Intruder allows me to double block that Predator, and then if they have something, I can delete it with Midnight Ambush. That's a good double block. And they're going to do nothing. Let's get rid of it then. See if they want to counter it. And now I can swing. Worst fucking case scenario. Right there. Worst case scenario. Wow. Scob is a really good draw. That keeps me able to play an Intruder. They might try to... Okay. I guess they don't have flip the switch. I would have flipped the switch that thing. Now I can get in for 4. And they can't... Them trading is insane. I'm just going to allow this because I'm sure they have something. Okay, they don't. That's insane. Secrets of the Key. Okay. Okay. Did not expect that one. Maybe I could have saved my Organ Hoarder. I think now I'm just going to get in the Intruder and start hitting for 2. Might be a mistake, but I have stuff I want to do with my... I have things I want to do with Diregraph Horde. And at this point, like, I think they would have... used Flip by now. Interloper isn't going to win me this. That's my 6 land. Now I have Dreadhound, man. I have a Gale Drifter in the yard, so I think I have enough evasive threats. I have double blocks. I'm going to cast Diregraph Horde to try to swing me a game out of nowhere here. Opponents got a lot of card draw. So I have to try to speed up this game. Maybe I could wait one more... Actually, you know what? Yeah. Let's just get the Horde out there. Maybe I should have played Gale Drifter, but that's a 4/4. That's a big boy. They could have, like, Crawl from the Cellar here, too, so... Yeah. Now I can double block with Diregraph Horde and Larder Zombie on the Predator. Another Secrets of the Key. This is a mad lad. But they're drawing a lot of cards now. Not a big fan of Secrets of the Key. I think it's too slow for the format. Yeah, it's just way too slow. But I mean, they have a ton of mana, so it's doing really well for them. They have 4 more cards they can draw, but they pay 8 mana, 12 mana over time for that. Falcon Abomination is not what we want to see. I can swing with the Horde, though. Let's see what they do. And I can play a Gale Drifter, so we can try to force some trades here. I think we're going to go on the offensive. Or we could just look for a Dreadhound. Eaten Alive works. That's really good. Just pay for that. That allows me just to get in there. I think we'll save that for a rainy day, but... I could have used it there on the Predator. If they had removal for Blade Stitch Scob, it would have been such a blowout. That was probably a really stupid attack. Probably should have just killed that damn 4/4. Opponent's at 18, but I mean, these games can swing so fast. Got the Whale Drifter in play. Gotta start pinging them in. I think the plan is just Dreadhound it up. Opponent's drawn. They're looking for answers. Digging through the net. There's up so many cards on me. They played Organ Hoarder, didn't they? Or did I? I played an Organ Hoarder. I know that. Or if they did. They've drawn 3. Each one makes 3. They've drawn 4 cards. Okay, more Corrupt Behemoth. That's a big one. Glad I saved Eaten Alive. Holy shit. This opens us up for some decent attacks. Wrangler's really good. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is just pay for the Eaten Alive here and then play Wrangler. I could get in for 2 and then use the Wrangler to tap the Behemoth and do all that. But I could only tap 1, and I kind of want to use Larder Zombie. This allows me to get in for 4 this turn as well. I guess I could have got in for 4 if I wanted to. I don't think I want to go for it. I want to look at another card with Larder Zombie as well. The next turn I can cast Wrangler. We're at 14. Diregraph Horde is not what I want to see on the other end of the battlefield, but I think we can deal with it with Wrangler. We've used both of our removal spells. Well, that's not good. I mean, other than that, I just want to see Dreadhound. I want to see Dreadhound, and I want to see Diregraph Horde at this point. Interloper's evasive. That's 4 points in the air. It allows me to play both. I can flip it back to day. I have nothing else that wants it to be day, so if my opponent does have Olivia's Midnight Ambush or something, then it's good. Then I can tap down the Horde. Then hopefully get like an Alpha Strike, but they have 4 cards in hand. They have 4 mana available. They can draw 2 more cards end of turn. And then they have their cost, so they're going to go up to 7 cards in hand. So the odds of them having an answer here are probably 100%. But we'll see. I do have 2 zombie activations and 2 Wrangler activations, and I'm going for lethal, so they need to remove the Wrangler here. When they do, I'll tap the Horde. Yes, they do. They paid full price for an Eaten Alive, and I would not have done that. Absolutely not. No way. Sack a Decay token. You have 5. You need a triple spell here. I think that's a mistake. I think you're supposed to pay 1, sack a Decay token, and play out the rest of your hand to catch up. Unless they have a bunch of 1s and 2s. Okay, do I win here? Maybe if I can find a Dreadhound. Shady Traveler doesn't do it. So they go to 8. No, I can get them to fucking 2 if they block Blade Stitch Scob. If they block a Decay token, they go to 1. Damn it. Alright, well. Okay. I mean, if I draw Dreadhound, I win. I have 3 in this deck. Menace might be acceptable, but I need a threat. Ron Reunion gives me 2 bodies, which is just as at instant speed, and at this point, that's better than Menace off Shady Traveler. So we have to swing for 4 here, and we gotta hope that they get impatient and try to kill us with more Crypt Behemoth. They swing with their whole team, which they should. No, they should not. I would have to double block the Behemoth. And I take 8, 9, 10, 11. But they have so many ways to make blockers. Okay, they're just swinging with Behemoth. It's an easy take. We're going to make 2 more bodies. They're at 8, so they need to kill shit. That's not going to do anything. That does not. Don't care. They can play that card all day. I hope the other 4 cards in their hand are that card. I mean, we're swinging out. We don't have a choice. And then, again, looking for Dreadhounds. Not a Dreadhound. I mean, there's 3 here in this deck. There's like 16 cards in it. They got like a 20% chance of drawing Dreadhound here. There we go. That's the boy. So if they have flipped the switch, we lose. And if they can remove Dreadhound at instant speed, it is night. So they could do it. They could have Midnight Ambush. 2 Dreadhounds go to the yard. Holy shit. Okay, so 2 creatures, whatever. And, yeah, I mean, it's on them. This is Mathis, where they got 1 blocker. So they're going to have to throw Diregraph Horde in front of one of the 3/2s. Get rid of the Scob. Yep, Scob is deleted. That's a mistake. They should have used that on Dreadhound right away, I think. So they do that on Dreadhound because they need multiple things. So, yep. So they have Revenge of the Drowned, obviously. So they should have Revenge of the Drowned on the Dreadhound, deleted the Scob. Oh, they have a fucking Startle. Deleted the Scob Wrangler, and then I think they win. Or do they go to 0? I'm not sure. We got 0 Dreadhound triggers there. So they might have been dead either way. They had 3 tricks. Olivia's Midnight Ambush, Revenge of the Drowned, and Startle. All in the same turn. Wow, okay. So we have no triggers from Hound. So they kill the Hound. Do that. Startle 1. I think, yeah, they're still dead. They're still dead. They needed us to not... Well, no. I mean, they were just dead anyway. Even if we didn't play the... No, they were alive without the Hound because the Hound hit 2 creatures. And that put them... They wouldn't have survived that 1. 2 without the Hound. They would have survived that 2 without the Hound. Because we got 3 triggers total, 1 from the Blade Stitch Scob. Survived at 2. Yeah. That was a wild game. Opponent had 3 tricks in their hand. Well, 2 removal spells, and they had us dead on the crackback. These are very complicated games in a very difficult format. It's very unfortunate, I think, for Midnight Hunt that blue-black and blue-white are so overpowered, and that red and green have such a tough time. There are viable decks in blue-green. I think if you open rares like Florian, and usually the red-black Vampires deck is open, it can be a tier 3 deck that can compete. And I think that the red-blue Spells deck can be a tier 3 deck that can compete, and oftentimes that is open as well. But you need like Festival Crasher, Seize the Spoils, Thermo Alchemist. You need the uncommons and really powerful rares to make that really come together. So it's really tough for red. In green, there's just no commons in green that are going to pull you into that color. Like, first picking an Eccentric Farmer. Eccentric Farmer is a good card, but it's miserable. And it doesn't go in, like, the white-green Coven deck, which I think is a good tier 2 deck. So anyway, these have all been tough games so far. I think we were benefited definitely from an opponent missing lethal. And we filtered through enough of our deck where it literally had to give us one of our fucking Dreadhounds at some point. And that allowed us to win this last game. And then I think our opponent in the second game with that Ecstatic Awakener, they just were too thirsty to kill it. So, all right. Anyway, just need a 5th land. Holy shit. Yeah. If they play Baithook Angler, okay. I mean, we're trading damage. This is fine. We have a Dreadhound. We just need to draw land. Period. I mean, if we go Organ Hoarder into land, I wouldn't mind as well. Would prefer a 4-drop into land. Not another Dreadhound. That's terrible. Terrible. I think we might get screwed over. I think we're going to stop at 4. I feel like that's what Arena's going to do to us. And now we're losing this race. Gale Drifter is a 3-power flyer. Oh my god. Okay, at least this thing can trade. I'll trade it for anything. I have one more 6-drop and one more 5-drop in the deck. No, I have, yeah. One Diregraph Horde, one Dreadhound left. Deck. Everything else is a live draw. Every fucking other thing else. Now they have Skybrangler I can't deal with because they don't have my removal, and they have a 1/2. Okay, so anything they attack with, I block with Gildrick. That's what we're saying. Oh, they just tap it. And then I take a million. So I'm just dead. Yeah. We're just dead here. Oh, look at that. There's that land we were waiting on for every fucking turn. Okay. Can't bug anyway. So we'll see if they fuck it up. I don't know how they fuck it up. But maybe. See what they discard. Probably something with Disturb on it. Yeah, of course. And we just buff their Shipwreck Sifters. That's a great use of Blood Tide Collector. So glad I was talking that shit up. So glad. Yeah, this is over. GG's. Got fucked on lands. That's one of the things I was saying. I'm like, this is actually a very fast format. This is turn 6. Okay. I think this is turn 6. Yeah. Is it? It might be. It might be turn 6. Maybe it's turn 7. I don't know. Yep. Nothing we could do. No options, no decisions, no choices. Just got a little screwed on land, and like that, baby. That is that. On to the next one. We'll see if we can get a match. Maybe Arena's trying to figure out, okay, how do we get this dude all his 5 and 6 drops and stop him at 4 mana? How do we do that more? Or color screw him. Let's color screw him this time. So Arena's coming after me. We're on the radar of whatever Wizards of the Coast intern has been sent to fuck with my draws. All right. Got a match. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, yeah. All right. Sick. So, let's just put whatever back. It doesn't fucking matter. Ghoulish Procession might not be the worst on turn 2. And I have 2 other Dreadhounds. I mean, this is just fucked anyway. Being on the play, down a card in this format, with this hand, this ain't gonna work. This just ain't gonna work. Opponent's gonna have a 1-drop or a 2-drop. They're gonna curve right the fuck out. They ain't gonna have no problem with that. Drew that 3rd land. That's good. Red, blue. Okay. I've never seen that card played before. I've never seen that card played before. That is bananas. I don't know what you do with that thing. Who plays Moon Silver Key? They must be splashing. Must have some crazy... Oh, whatever. Just getting in there. Probably have removal here. Moonrager Slash, play with fire. Cathartic Pyre, play with fire. Obviously the perfect one at the cheapest cost. That's what opponent's hands for you. Alright. You have Diregraph Horde. Hopefully they don't have Flip the Switch or anything. Now we have 5 mana. I'm wishing I kept that stupid Dreadhound. Not stupid. Love that card. Could have got rid of this dumb Ghoulish Procession. It does nothing. Since they're red-blue, I kind of want to... hold on to this Rotten Reunion. They could have Seize the Spoils, or Seize the Storm, sorry, and then Ardent Elementalist is a concern. There's lots of flashback stuff. Electric Revelation, Revenge of the Drowned. Hell yeah, I'm putting that on top. I will cast that all day. Yeah, that's the one. Ardent fucking Elementalist. Now they can save it. Damn it. I mean, I'll still cast another Diregraph Horde. I don't care. That's 5 tokens. That's 10 damage. Shit, I might even just get in here. Let's just get them down to 14. Let's put pressure on. They have no blocks. They're not going to block. I don't know why I would wait here. I have Scob Wrangler and Siege Zombie and Larder Zombie would be good. But right now, like, they're so far up on cards, 5-2, that I feel like I need to get there. And then I'm also able to create... Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm fucked. Never mind. We lost this game. There's the... Of course, there's the Larder Zombie. Oh, my God. Oh, no. I hate Arena so much. So much. It just fucked me. Arena just completely fucked me here. I should have had mana to play Larder Zombie and then look at the top. I did get a Dreadhound. I need a land. Yeah. I just got completely screwed here. Why don't they Revenge of the Drowned that Organ Order? Whatever. The only way I can win now is to try to race this somehow, even though I'm losing the race. I have Rotten Reunion. We'll see what they do. Oh, man, I can't even play Dreadhound anyway. I will just Revenge of the Drowned it. Do I have to select? I have no idea if I have to select something. I have no way to get anything out of my yard anyway. It doesn't matter. Just need another zombie. I can get him down to 8-5. But I want to... See, this is why I need Larder Zombie. I'm going to play that first. In case they have Flip the Switch, it beats Flip the Switch. And I have 3 tokens here. But I need a 6th land. If I draw a 6th land, I can potentially win this game. They do have Revenge of the fucking Drowned, though. I mean, I know the 3rd Dreadhound is on the bottom of my library. Organ Hoarder, when flipped, revealed 2 Dreadhounds in a swamp. So it's objectively correct for me to take the Revenge. Oh my God. If it's removal, I'll keep it. Siege Zombie. I don't know if that's good enough. I'm gonna lose here. Yeah, I don't know if I have time for a Siege Zombie. I just need a land. Any land wins me this game, provided Dreadhound doesn't get counterspelled. And I'm casting Rotten Reunion next turn. They used Revenge so I can snipe it out of their yard. I'll just block. I have to block with Novice Occultist so I can draw a land. That's my only option. I'm probably going to get fucked here. I got to put that on bottom. Choices. any card I draw, I know that I can play, or a land lets me win the game with Dreadhound. We'll see if it happens. That is 1, 2. I don't know how many draw steps it's been without a land. So we block here with a cultist, right? Ardent Elementalist. Yes, I'm just going to snipe your... Okay. Stupid revenge. Yes, please. Thank you. Hey. Now they have 2 blockers, which is a problem. So, I mean, if they swing with both Elementalist and Horde, maybe I just trade for the Elementalist. This gives me 8 on the ground, 11. So, no, they have a blocker for Organ Hoarder. Yeah, so I have to block here. They have 2 blockers now. So they trade one off, and then I think I die. I don't know. If I draw a land, obviously I win. I have 2 draw steps to do it. I think the odds of me drawing a land right now are probably 0. I'm going to guess 0 chance of me drawing a land. For the next 2 draw steps, at least. There it is. And then we'll make sure here that we don't draw land, and they'll have a 4-drop or something here to play. So I have 6. I can deal 8. Of course, if I draw a Dreadhound, it's over. They have another Revenge of the Drowned. I have to put this on the bottom. Obviously fucking not. Obviously fucking not. And then no attacks. And yeah, I bet we're just dead. They'll probably have the perfect card here. I don't know. Couldn't draw land. Couldn't draw the fucking land. Yep, they're coming in. And alright. So if they have a trick, Stolen Vitality, they win. I could, if I do this, I can only deal 10 on the crackback. But I do get a token here. But then they have 2 cards in hand, so they could have blockers. So this is the, obviously they have the perfect card. What am I talking about? There was 2. There's literally no way for me to win. They had the legit perfect card right there. So I lost to a bomb rare and grafted identity, and the fact that I went like 5 draw steps with a 6-drop in my hand and not drawing land. Arena finds a way to fuck me. It does. It does. And they were using Revenge of the Drowned on Diregraph Horde and Organ Hoarder, and I still lost that game. Playing garbage. Like, well, I wasn't. I mean, beat me. That was horseshit. Yeah, so frustrating. 1 mana away from winning that game for multiple turns. Sick. Sick. Fucking sick. All right. Well, whatever. That's fucking horseshit. Static Awakener turn 1, Interloper turn 2. It looks like a decent hand. We have a 4 and a 5 and a 6 drop. We just need lands for them, and hopefully we can find a way to set up this Ecstatic Awakener. We have a Rotten Reunion, so what we could do is do that, but against blue, I kind of want to see a little bit more before I use that. Consider. They obviously had to consider they're setting stops the whole time. Okay. So blue-green. So I think I can transform this Awakener here pretty safe. I just want to make sure, you know, I'm not sacking a real creature to do so. Timberland Guide. Sure. If I were them, I would trade a Timberland Guide for a Vampire Interloper, so I'm not going to swing with both and threaten activation. We'll just play another Interloper and then save up Rotten Reunion. That works for me. We'll just snipe their thing here. EOT. Unless they give us a better target for whatever reason. Maybe they play Farmer or something and mill a bunch of shit that we want to snipe. Ooh, I want to get that bait hook angler at some point. That's a good one to snipe because that trades for Interloper. Oh boy, are we gonna stop at 4 mana again? I think we are. I think we are. I think we're gonna stop right at 4 mana. We're gonna do a little trick here potentially. We're going to keep this Awakener back on blocks as well. So what you can do, if you go full control, you can wait till the zombie deals damage and the decay triggers on the stack, then sack the zombie to the Awakener. Alright, giving ourselves a chance to draw a fucking land. For Collector. There we go! We did it! We got to 5. We should be able to get in and then make them discard, so I'm happy about that. Unfortunately, it's blue-green, so it's probably going to be a flashback or disturb card, so we don't get our full value, but still a 3/4. That's fucking garbage. That fucking sucks. Now we have 2 Dreadhounds. Probably just going to swing with all my shit. And then I'll get into trade for the Angler, trade for the Guide, and then play Blood Tithe Collector. Get my card. I don't mind trading Guide and Angler for Demon. I obviously don't want the Broodweaver to eat my shit. But here it is. It's whatever. I think we're winning off Dreadhounds here. And I mean, I just want my fucking card, man. It's probably a bad play. So I could have played Dreadhound into Dreadhound. If I draw a land, and then I just crush them. And I have no attacks. Oh, they discarded Locked in the Cemetery. It's kind of random. That's what they do here. Candlelit Cavalry. Alright, so at least I can snipe that Bait Hook Angler. Oh, God. Alright, so Organ Hoarder for a land here, probably. Oh, man. I need that Horde. I need the Horde. That's so greedy and dumb. But I mean, if I get a 6th land now I'm pretty sure I just win. Right? With 2 Dreadhounds. Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be enough trading and shit that I would just win the game. So. Chose to play Organ Hoarder. They should get an island. Or they must have an island in hand. So they can play Angler. Because it's 2 turns they've been skirting around with this bullshit. I could double block. Could double block this Candlelit Cavalry. I don't know if I want to do... Well, actually, I can't now. I guess I still could, but they trade with both. I think I'm going to take this hit and try to race them. Hopefully I can play Dreadhound next turn. I'm worried about Duel for Dominance. They did get this stupid. Of course they have their fucking island. Now of course we don't draw a fucking... I have better double blocks now with Organ Hoarder and Diregraph Horde. Maybe I'm fucking this whole thing up. But I mean, if they swing with the Cavalry, Maybe I just... I have to draw a land. I have to draw a land for Dreadhound. That's what I have to do. If I don't draw a land for Dreadhound, we're just dead. So I can take one more hit, because Dreadhound is how I win the game. I can take one more hit for 5. But now it's into 6 open mana. They could have Revenge of the Drowned. They could have Startle kills me. I could triple block. But I mean, if they have Duel for Dominance, they kill all 3 of my fucking creatures, and I'm left with 3 creatures that can't block. Now they have Silverbolt. Okay, so I can't do anything here. I could triple block again, or just block with Collector and Horde, and then trade for both. But again, if they have anything, we're just boned. So I think I take for 5. They have 3 blockers back, plus Silverbolt. So if I Dreadhound, I don't know if I can kill them. Never mind. We're pretty fucked here. Okay. So I need to top deck a land, or we're dead. I'm gonna mill me. I'm gonna mill themselves. Should mill themselves, right? They're blue-green? Yeah. Oh, there's the Duel for Dominance. That would have fucked me. Okay! We drew the land. Okay. Fine. Oh, I really wanted that ambush on the Weaver to kill it. What's our math look like here? So I have 4 blockers, I have 6 attackers, and I believe with trades, because I get an automatic 2 points from the decay, so that brings them to a minimum of 2. And then Organ Hoarders trade, Broodweaver eats, Hook Haunt Drifter does not get a point, but then the Amalgam can bounce with the Horde here. So I think they're dead. So they trade, yeah, they're dead. They're dead here. I think they're -1 or 0. So they bounce with Weaver and Amalgam is the best they can do, so they don't have a death. Organ Hoarders trade. That's 2, they're at 6. Those trade, they take 1, they're at 5. Decay hits them to 1. 2 decayed tokens die, they go to -1. Dreadhound. Drew the land the turn we needed it. Yep. 2, 3. 1, 2. Dreadhound, baby. All right. That was another close one. Greedy. With lands. And taking that Diregraphed Horde over the land. But it worked out. I don't think that was correct. I think we win with the Dreadhound. Easier. And we don't have to depend on a top deck land. But I'm not sure. This is a good hand. 1 drop, 2 drop, just need lands. There's one of them. 1 more for Organ Hoarder, and I think we're good. Perfect rare. That's a great perfect rare. That's nice. Perfect card there on turn 2. We have a couple blockers, though, so hopefully it doesn't do anything, but they'll have removal here. Okay, literal best uncommon in a set. Perfectly comboed with Jadar. Yep. That is perfect. Literal perfect cards right now. Actual perfect. And I have to kill Morbid Opportunist now. And they still get to draw 2 fucking cards off of it. Because they have Literal perfect cards. Literal perfect. I have a blocker for the 2/2. The odds of them having a trigger, probably 100%. They are up 4 cards on me already. Yep. Half the block, no choice. Neonate's Rush. Called shit. Literal perfect card again. 3 turns in a row for literal perfect cards from the opponent. And then, of course, we stop right at 3 lands, as we fucking knew we would. Oh, yeah. Yep. Opponent is up like 5 cards. Just another rare. Just play another rare. It's fine. And then they just dump their hand with perfect mana, creatures, perfect rares, perfect cards. Yeah. These are the hands that I face. That's what happens to me. That's the hands that I face in the game. Oh, yeah. I have to do this. I have no idea if that... I'm just going to... Whatever. So I can tap down the 2/2 at least. My fucking land. Still need more land. Yeah, Interloper doesn't do shit. So... Alright. So the plan is tap down the 2/2, the Decay Zombie token, and then try to trade off with the Organ Hoarder. For some reason, I'm still at 18 or 17 life. More creatures. Opponent should just honestly fucking equip. Oh, okay. Yep. Signpost uncommon. Yeah. I don't know why they didn't. They could have just equipped the fucking pepper. And I have none of my removal for Jadar or anything. Like, whatever. Block. I have a menace and shit. Like, there's just nothing we can do here. I mean, next turn we can play Horde, so that's good. But then they can just equip the Mask of Gristlebrand till I'm dead. Okay. If we draw a 6th land, it's actually possible for us to win this game. We need to play both Dreadhounds. Anything they equip that mask to will tap. And then they can make Horde unable to block and get in for... Oh, of course, obviously. Fucking obviously. They have Burn the Accursed, okay. Take 4 here, I guess. Actually, we can take 2. We'll see if they, I think Mask is 3 to equip, I forget, but... I'll take 2 here. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to do. I don't think it matters. Or we can take 3. I don't know why they're not swinging with Jadar. Okay. That means we play 2 Dreadhounds. Oh my god, there goes my fucking Midnight Ambush, which could have killed the Socialite or Jadar. So now they equip Mask, but I have blocks. So what they should do is equip Mask, make my Dreadhound unable to block, and swing with the Decay token. But then, I mean, they open themselves up to getting smacked back by... But I'm going to swing with the Dreadhound anyway. They don't have blocks on it anyway. Next turn, I'll play another Dreadhound. And we'll see what happens. So, yeah, we're going to tap that fucker. Opponent had literal perfect cards this game. And somehow, we're not dead yet, which I can't figure out. They haven't been attacking with Jadar. I don't think they've been using the Lambhole Terrier. Because, I mean, they have 2 free damage here. 3 free damage. Because I would trade Jadar for a Scott Wrangler, for sure. If I were my opponent. I mean, I wouldn't block it. And they did nothing. we're going to tap that. That's crazy. With the knight. Okay. Do this. Is this lethal? They have defenestrate for a Dreadhound. It's a third Dreadhound. At 16. Oh, actually, you know what? This is lethal. I'm just going to swing with the team. I have to go for it. The zombie tokens themselves represent 16 damage. Because they deal 8, and when they die, they deal 2. They trade with Jadar. That's another 4. And then I swing with Dreadhound. So they have to kill Dreadhound on attacks, and then they win the game. But I have to go for it. Defenestrate or Olivia's Midnight Ambush kill me here. They have one card in hand, and it's Knight. Infernal Grasp also kills me. So we'll see if they have it. They just have to do it before combat's resolved. I don't think I can wait here. I mean, I probably could have, but so I could swing with a second Jadar. And I just tap down their shit. This is way too cool, though, right? Maybe this is loose. They're blocking with Jadar. Okay. Yeah, that's game. No, they didn't have the removal. Wow. One defenestrate. Would have got him there. Huh. I did not think they played perfect, man. They had like the perfect opening hand. They missed some points of damage here and there by not swinging with Jadar and not stopping my shit from blocking. So they had 5 mana something. Maybe it was like Stolen Vitality or a trick or something. Maybe they had Lunar Frenzy. But that wouldn't have worked on the Dreadhounds. So I don't know. Could have been Lunar Frenzy. I don't remember if they felt stops or anything. But we'll take it. Did not think we were going to win that after the start. That was a ridiculous, broken start from the opponent. Jadar, how many games are lost when your opponent goes, or how many times do you win when you go Jadar into Morbid Opportunist, into Neonate's Rush so they can't block? Yeah. To kill their blocker. Insane. Oh, okay. All right, Arena. Go fuck yourself. We have 2 2-drops. We're going to keep it, but looks like we're screwed here. On blue, well, they're in Stinger, T1. At least we have a blocker. And now we have a Midnight Ambush. We're on the play, so that means we can play Siege Zombie. Oh, trade for that. We'll probably have a trick. Yep. Fucked here. Could have fucking had a Larder Zombie activation or a Siege Zombie activation. Red, black. Nice fucking rare. Nice rare. Well, trading a Cultist for the Perforator. Mm-hmm. We drew an island, so got us there. We have Midnight Ambush. Debating. So what I'm thinking of doing is they pump Stinger, or they could pump the Stormseeker swing. I block with Larder Zombie and Siege Zombie as a double block. And then they use their trick or removal. Then I shrink the Stormseeker. Because I know they have it. I do know that they have that. Right? You don't make this attack if you don't have that. Okay, Defenestrate. I don't know what there is for 1 black that can save them here. We're gonna Rotten Reunion first to get a Larder Zombie activation. Swamp I don't fucking need. Good on that. All right. So that goes away. Larder Zombie kills the Stormseeker, and we're actually alive here. All right, and that's a great draw. Yeah, we're gonna take that one. I think we're just gonna activate this right away. I think we're gonna deal 2 and activate it right away. I don't want to risk them having removal on transformation for Awakener here, and they're red-black, and they're probably going to have like a Moonrager Slash or Cathartic Pyre or Play with Fire, and all of those really fucking ruin my day. So we're going to skip on the Larder Zombie tap value and then activate this Awakener, just draw a card. And I would block, I believe, Demon on Stinger. I mean, they could have Stolen Vitality, which really wrecks me. But I'm going to hold this land here, too. Could come back to bite me in the ass. All right. So, trading with Scoundrel's fine by me. I'm happy to do that. I don't think they will. I think they want a race here. That's what they think they want. Yep. All right. I mean, the Collector can't trade with Scoundrel, but I haven't eaten alive. And I think I'm going to get a real card here. Yeah. Not a great... Wow. Okay. If they draw a 6th land, we're in trouble with those Stingers. Blocks. I still can't Larder Zombie activate. This sucks. But I crack back for 7? Nope. If they double spell here, we're pretty fucked. All right. Well, not great. So what I could do is kill the Foragers and swing for 7, take them to 7. I think I just want to trade off and make them start dumping mana into the Voldaren Stinger if they want to beat me. I do have a Larder Zombie, and I will have 3 creatures here pretty soon. So I should be able to filter my deck a little bit and get ahead of them. And then I also have a zombie token to help me win this race. So they're going to have to pump every turn if they want to keep up. If they draw a 6th land, they're going to win the race, but they probably will. But I mean, if they draw a 6th land, they're not drawing action, so they'll probably just draw action. What I'm thinking will happen. Strangler. Okay. That's not good. And another fucking Stinger. Okay. I drew 2 creatures in 2 draw steps. But we drew a Diagraph War. I will take that. This gives us potential for lethal crackback. I'm going to take that Defenestrate. They could have an Ardent Elementalist, and I don't care about the other stuff. Now I get them to 8 here. If they draw a 6th land, that's really bad for me. But they would have to spend all of it pumping a Stinger, and then I think I kill them on the crackback. So I think they just get in there with Strangler. I take 2. And then I try to... then I Rotten Reunion, if they go for any shenanigans, or no matter what. Then I just Alpha Strike back. Assuming they top deck removal here. No. Even if they do top deck removal, if they swing out, I kill them on the crackback. Absolutely. They're going to top deck removal. I know it, I know. No, of course they top deck the fucking removal. Of course, they top deck the fucking removal. Yes, they did. This means we can hold off the stupid Voldaren Stingers if they decide to swing with them. They shouldn't, because then they'd still die on the crackback. We get to kill one next turn. We're gonna take this too. I mean, yeah, I think we take the 2. Get rid of that foragers there. Now they have to block. Obviously, it's more fucking land. Opponent will draw alive again. They do have. We get to eat a Voldaren Stinger. They go to 1. If they have anything for this Blood Tithe Collector, we just lose the game. If they draw a 6th land, I go to 1, but I still don't block. I guess I could block. If they draw a 6th land, maybe I block Larder Zombie on Stinger. They could have a trick here. I think it's better for me to block Stinger to force them. If they do have a trick, they have to pump and use the trick, then they tap out. And I have 3 toughness here. So this deals, if they have Stolen Vitality, they deal 5 to me. Yep. So now they have 2 mana. I mean, I'm dead on. All right. Got them. They could have had for 2 mana. It was night. They could have had Midnight Ambush, but that was their top deck. Got there. Opponent had another rare on curve. We don't have any rares in our deck. We have 3 Dreadhounds, which we cannot find. We can't find them. We had the one game where we had 2. That was pretty sweet. Other than that, yeah, the best cards in our deck, we can't really find them. We have been seeing, despite only having 2 removal spells, I'm seeing that Eaten Alive quite a bit. But mostly we've been winning on Diregraph Horde and random, like, dorky flyers getting in. And just Decay Zombie. And some mistakes from our opponent, too. Yeah, this is a great hand. You can cast the whole thing. Only thing I'm in danger in is Flood, but we have some zombies, Zombie Lord, a trick, a couple flyers. So probably want to play this Scob out first, depending on what colors they are. And they mulled the 6, so that's good news for us. Okay. So I wonder if they're splashy. Could be very splashy. They're blue. So Disturb. So I want to hold on to that Rotten Reunion. Bait Hook Angler. We'll see if we can set up a way to kill this Bait Hook Angler. I doubt it. They'll probably have something, but they got to use it on the Nebelgast Intruder. That's fine. And this Nebelgast, we've never been able to take advantage of an opponent with this so far, so we'll probably flip the switch. Oh, yeah. Of course they fucking do. Of course they fucking do. All right. Play Occultist. We could play Interloper here and Occultist. I feel like they're going to trade that Angler for my Occultist. So I'm not sure. I think technically I should use my mana more efficiently, but I really want to snipe that Angler, dude. Fuck that card. I'm gonna see if they come after my occultist. Yeah. Could have a trick here. Just gonna make sure that it doesn't actually pass through combat where they can fucking cast that thing. Now they'll be able to use their stupid jack-o'-lantern, but whatever. I got a real card. My card sucks. I get a 2/2. I guess they get to cash it in for a card too. Whatever. It's fine. Dreadhound. Alright, sick. Maybe it was smarter to play the Interloper and hope they didn't play Bait Hook Angler. I don't know. Okay. Bomb rare. Okay, sick. Well, if I don't... Well, I got 6 land for fucking... Dreadhound. Yeah. But Dennick is a bomb rare. One of the better rares. It's a 2/3 lifelink 2-drop with crazy abilities on the disturb side. Becomes a 3/2 flyer for 4, and then you get to like draw a shit ton of cards using investigate clues. Okay, so they could have another flip. Let's get in. I don't know why maybe they feared a trick. I'm not sure what they could have feared there. It could have been another Neville Gas Intruder. Midnight Ambush. That was a great fucking mill for me. Holy shit. 3 lands. There goes Dreadhound. Yes, sir. Well, there's a Dreadhound. Ha ha! Let's go. 2, 3. That's a pretty good mill. You know, Interloper would have been nice for an evasive creature, but don't care about Ghoulish Procession. Don't care about the lands. What are you going to do against 2 Dreadhounds? And then I can play Larder Zombie next turn. Start filtering. Eaten alive, huh? I want to just kill that. Dennick. See ya. That's the card we were looking for. They didn't have Geist Wave or anything. That's good. Let's get in there. I don't think there's anything for 2 they could do here to fuck with my Dreadhound. They could have Infernal Grasp. But we just put him to 2. That's pretty much game. They have to kill Dreadhound, then they go to 1. And then I have 4 attackers. 2 cards. Because they would wipe the board. If they wipe the board, the Dreadhound kills them. With triggers. Trapper. Alright. Looks like we got there. Well, that last game, I'm not sure if I did everything right that game either. Well, I don't know. It's a complicated format. It's a tough format. Sketchy. We were 3-2 at one point. Rallied. Snapped off 4 wins. And,